Hi, my name is Raegan Harris, and this is my informative speech, and here's my audience. My speech is going to be over Milton Hershey and all of his success, and to start us off, I have a quote by him which says, "My experience has shown me that the people who are exceptionally good in business aren't so because of what they know, but because of their insatiable need to know more." Here are my sources. Okay, so my speech is going to be over the three main ideas that led to Milton Hershey's success. The three ideas I came up with were the Lancaster Caramel Company, the Hershey's Milk Chocolate Company, and Hershey Park. The Lancaster Caramel Company was Milton Hershey's first successful candy company. It all started when he moved to Denver with his dad, and he discovered caramel, and he was really fascinated with the way it was made with fresh milk. So that kind of like proposed his idea to start the Lancaster Caramel Company. But even before that, he had always wanted to start his own candy business. Like, he had just had a love for candy and a love for business, and he put the two together and wanted to be a successful businessman. So he started the Lancaster Caramel Company in 1883, and then 3 years later it was a huge success, and it was shipping caramel all over the country. And then in 1893 he attended the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago, where he discovered milk chocolate, and soon after he went to that exposition, he had a machine shipped to his factory which would help make milk chocolate coatings for his caramels, which only made his Lancaster Caramel Company grow even more successful. After discovering his love for chocolate and, discovering like that new thing apart from caramel, he decided to sell his Lancaster Caramel Company for $1 million and solely focus on making chocolate and finding his own recipe. And then at the bottom I have a source where I found this information. And now I have a quote that goes into our next topic, and it says, "Hershey's success was not simply a matter of luck. Having learned from his past failures, he had become a shrewd and astute businessman." Okay, and my next topic is over the Hershey Milk Chocolate Company. Like I said before, right after he sold his Lancaster Caramel Company in 1900, he started focusing on finding a new recipe for milk chocolate, or finding his own so he could start his own chocolate company. He ended up opening the Hershey Milk Chocolate Company in 1900, where he came out with the Hershey Bar, which was the first candy product sold in the company, which is just a milk chocolate bar. And it was really cool because the reason it became so popular was because chocolate was more of a dessert item that the rich ate, and he sold it for such a low price that more than the rich could eat it. So he built a factory in a town near Derry Township, and the town was called Hershey in Pennsylvania, which he had actually named after himself. So and by 1903 the company was growing rapidly. And then in 1907 he came out with the Hershey's Kiss, which was also sold at a very low price, which is another reason why it became so popular. And it's still popular to this day. If you don't know what the Hershey Kiss is, it's a very popular candy item. One thing I thought that was very cool about Hershey is that he was very determined, and he failed many times before succeeding. For example, in the beginning, he wasn't successful right off the bat. He had worked, and he had actually ended up changing his recipe for milk chocolate multiple times before finding the right one that led to his success. And I thought that was really interesting. And then at the bottom, I have the source where I found this information. Okay, on this next slide, I have a picture of the Hershey Kiss, which was one of his most popular candy items that was released. And then I have a picture of Milton Hershey, which is who we're talking about. So, okay. Okay, and then I have another quote by Milton Hershey, and it says, "One is only happy in proportion as he makes others feel happy." Okay, my next topic is over Hershey Park. So, like I said before, when Hershey created his factory, he created it in a town called Hershey in Pennsylvania, which was pretty much his own town. There were things such as schools, museums, restaurants that were all named after him. So it's kind of like his own community. What I'm going to talk about is the Hershey Park that was also in that town, which was a theme park based off of all of his candy items and based off his company. So in 1907, the park was created. And then in 1923, the Wildcat was introduced as the newest and most popular ride at Hershey Park, which I thought was really cool because they had a celebration for that ride. Like, the town had come together and there was fireworks and just hanging out, and it was really cool because it was obvious that Milton was a well-liked man. Like, they came together to celebrate his success, which was really cool. Another cool thing about the park is there's a ride called the Great Bear, which has the highest drop of 124 feet at 61 miles per hour. By 2000, the park had 8 roller coasters. And then in 2002, they released their first water roller coaster. And also, another really cool thing about the park is there is this section that is called the Chocolate World, which has all of his chocolate items sold in it, and then it has a chocolate ride, which kind of takes you through like a smaller version of his chocolate factory. It's not the factory itself, but it's like I guess like a miniature version, and it kind of takes you through and shows you how they make the chocolate and how, like how all of that is made. And then they also give you free samples at the end. Also, they have this thing called Night Lights, which is a laser show at the Hershey Park, and which is also really popular. Another really cool thing is they only ride in the park. It's the monorail. It'll take you around the town. Like, it'll show you like their light poles have like Hershey Kisses hanging off of them. Like, I guess like where the lamp would really be, it's a Hershey Kiss, so it's really cool. And here's pictures of the park. That's actually the roller coaster with the highest drop, and that goes the fastest. And then there's a map, and then just other signs of the park. In conclusion, Milton Hershey was a very successful man and achieved this success through his Lancaster Caramel Company, his Hershey Milk Chocolate Company, and his theme park, Hershey Park. And to close us out, I have a quote that says, "With the death of Milton Hershey in 1945, the company, town, and institutions that bear his name were well positioned to continue and grow." And that's all I have. Thank you for watching.